So this video is on behalf of Online Mentor Network, and just a bit of background. I've been working with a financial guru for the last few months. He's very well known in the stock market. You can find out more at the Online Mentor Network.com. And this video is just really talking about how stocks are a very good long-term play. Um, you know, if you've looked at the website, you'll see that I've been looking over the last 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years at financial investments, working with mentors and gurus to say, and I've now signed up with a particular financial guru or who is now mentoring me over a 12-month period. And I must say the results are pretty good. So this video is just really talking about some of the fundamentals around the stock market, and just looking back in time and history and seeing how well it's done, and just provides as a good evidence and guide as to how you can sort of get gains over the long term. And we're just going to talk through this graph. As you can see, it's quite a strong line we call trending in quiet, going up in a nice direction. But if you look at the stock market in the US going back to the 1790, you can see that as time begun, the markets would move up and down in jagged formations. And all this is saying is that even through times of war, um, as you can see, a bottom here, War of 1812, the stock market would bounce up again. We've got this era of good feeling going from 1820 um, all the way up to a peak here in 1836, and then again crashing back down to a Mexican War over in 1843. But as you can see, slow and steadily, the market would then go up again and increase um, up to reach another peak. You've got civil wars and what they're calling stagflation, the market coming down again. But to cut a long story short, you can pause this video and look at this line. You can, probably find this on the internet if you just carry out a search here. But we've got various ups and downs. We've got quite this peak going up here, roaring 20s, um, and then which coming into some of our timelines. I'm not saying that any of us are born in 1932, but hey, maybe some of you are. We've all heard of something a bit more applicable to us, the Great Repression, or even Great Depression. Um, and you can see that the market's just bottoming out over here in 1932. But you can see the point is, no matter how bad it got, it would always bounce back up. Admittedly, took some time to get back to the pre-war crash, if you like. But nevertheless, what was that? 1930 to 1970. That's 40 years. Hopefully we don't see something like that again. But if you did start here and you stayed in the markets, that is 40 years, so it is a bit long. Hopefully we'll never get into that sort of scenario again. But you'll see that the markets did go back up, and you can see again. I won't read through all of this, but it's quite a steady line going straight up. You know, if you do your research, you'll find that gold, bonds, treasury bills, currencies, whatever it is, do even real estate does not give this sort of long-term benefit and long-term resilience since the recordings began back in 1781. So, I won't go on about it, but the point of this video was just to show you, look, I've been following a mentor who's basically been saying to me or giving me the most of my direction of you need to get into the US market, primarily the S&P 500 in the Nasdaq. But what he does is he bases all of his trades on the US markets. He's got a very good track record. Again, you can find out more from onlinementornetwork.com of some of his accreditations. Um, sign up for a couple of months. It's quite low at the moment. It's £20 or 30 US dollars. There's quite a few tips on there already. Definitely worth a look for a few months at least. Also, this document does go on it's a 57-page document, and it gives you the exact strategy of what my online mental network strategy and mentor has taught us over the last few months. So this was put together from some of the DVDs that I got from the financial guru that I'm following. It's worth over 8 hours of DVDs, and it's got most of the main strategies in there. Anyway, like I say, find out more at onlinementornetwork.com. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.